All right, so today we're going to dive into something really practical. We're going to explore how to take these big, sometimes abstract spiritual ideas and boil them down into a simple daily practice. We're going to look at how ordering your inner world can genuinely create a more intentional, more peaceful life based on the source material we're digging into.
But first, let me ask you something. Does your life ever feel scattered? You know that feeling where you're just putting out fires all day, reacting to emails, to the news, to other people's needs, instead of actually steering your own ship? The source material we're looking at calls this the classic symptom of an inner life left unattended. It's a feeling we all know, but as you'll see, it doesn't have to be our reality.
Okay, so this slide, it really paints the picture, doesn't it? It lays out the two paths. On the left, you've got the unordered mind, which leads straight to confusion, constant reaction, and just chaos. But on the right, an ordered mind brings clarity, intention, and a real sense of peace. The whole point of this practice is to consciously, deliberately move from that left column over to the right. So, how do we make that shift? Well, it all starts with understanding the core principle behind this entire framework. And it's a big one. Our inner state is the cause, and our life is the effect. Not the other way around. I mean, think about it. We spend so much time trying to change our external world so we can feel better on the inside. This approach completely flips that script. But what does inner order even mean? The source is really specific here, and it's not what you might think. It's not about being rigid or trying to suppress every single negative thought. That's exhausting. It's about the rightful placement of thought. It's about discernment. It's about choosing which thoughts get the VIP seat in your mind. And this quote just nails it. It positions you exactly where you need to be, as the leader of your own mind. You're not just a passive audience member watching your thoughts go by. A leader doesn't listen to every single shouting voice in the room, right? A leader sets the direction and then holds that course steady. That's your job. So, here's the real game changer. If you want to change your life, you don't start by wrestling with things out there. The source argues that your true point of power, your point of intervention, is right here at the level of your own thought. That's where the work begins and ends. And check out how this unfolds. The source lays out this clear creative process, almost like a domino effect. It all starts when one ordered thought is intentionally chosen. From there, your feelings start to align and stabilize. Once your feelings are stable, your imagination gets clear and powerful. And the final domino? What you consistently assume to be true, well, it has to show up in your reality. Okay, so that's the principle. It's a powerful idea for sure. But how do you actually do it? This is where the rubber meets the road. We're shifting from the what and the why to the how. We're going to break down a super simple 3-step guide to shape your day before it even really starts. Now, the timing here is absolutely key. This whole practice is built around those first few moments right after you wake up. The source calls this a sacred moment, and for good reason. Your mind is in its most suggestible, receptive state. It's like soft clay, ready to be molded by your intention, not by the old automatic habits. And you're going to love this because the practice itself couldn't be simpler. It's just 3 memorable steps. Number 1, release yesterday. Number 2, choose your state. And number 3, feel it as real. That's it. Let's walk through them. Step 1, release yesterday. The source describes this as a daily rebirth. You consciously decide to leave all the baggage from the day before, the doubts, the worries, the old stories, behind you. You are literally not the same person who went to sleep. You start fresh with a totally blank canvas. This leads us right into the next step, and this quote is everything. Identity precedes evidence. So what does that really mean? It means you don't wait for the world to give you proof that you're confident or peaceful. You have to believe you are that person first. Your identity is what determines what you're even capable of noticing and receiving. So that brings us to step 2, choose your state. And this isn't just a passing thought. It's a deliberate, intentional choice about the identity you're going to wear for the day. Are you going to be the clear-minded one, the patient one, the courageous one? According to this teaching, your identity isn't set in stone. It's something you choose, fresh, every single morning. And finally, the step that makes it all click. Step 3, feel it as real. This is the magic ingredient. The source tells us again and again that feeling is the language of the subconscious mind. So you don't just think about being peaceful, you actually generate and embody the feeling of it right then and there, as if your day has already been a smashing success.
So what's the payoff? What happens when you actually commit to this and make it a daily practice? Well, the source describes it as learning to live from a state of alignment, where life just starts to flow in a completely different way.
And the results they describe are really tangible. Decisions that used to feel so heavy and complicated, they get simpler. That inner peace, it stops being something you chase and starts being your new normal. You stop reacting to things on impulse and start responding with calm. Your life begins to feel truly intentional, like you're actually the one driving.
And what's really fascinating is how your focus shifts. The goal isn't about desperately trying to manifest things anymore. When you live from this aligned inner state, manifestation just becomes a natural byproduct. It's a background activity. The right things, people, and opportunities just show up because they're a perfect match for the person you've decided to be. You know, when you boil it all down, this profound change doesn't come from a dozen complicated rituals. It all comes from one simple, consistent practice, that daily choice to return to inner order. And so we're left with this final, powerful question that puts the paintbrush right in your hand. The source tells us that every single morning offers a completely blank canvas. So the only question that really matters is, what will you choose to create?